morning, my people. Top of the top, peace and blessings. Yes, it is the 26th day of March. It is Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, we always got to salute and thank the big fella upstairs for allowing us to be able to be here, to breathe, stretch, open up our eyes, yawn, put our feet on the ground, see another minute, another day, another hour, another second, for always being healthy, just life itself. Let's always remember to thank him for that. Peace to everybody out there moving around, traveling uh, on this Thursday. Let's also make sure we are getting where we got to go safe. After we say our prayers, some of us say our prayers before we get out the door. Let's make sure before we do any of that, excuse me, I'm walking away from it for a second. Let's just make sure we are staying blessed and getting to where we got to go safe. Safety comes before anything. So all the parents that's taking their kids to school, get them there safe. Kids, you're going to school, get there safe. You should be going straight there, nowhere else to go. Get there safe, parents. Going to work and coming from work. Do not rush getting to your job because remember, your job is replaceable. Your freedom is not, and neither is your life. So safety comes first. And I hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day, and also knowing with him all things is possible. Good morning, everybody that's coming in. Smash that like button. Like, share, subscribe if you like, if this is the channel for you. If not, then it's okay. Good morning to all. Y'all know it's Throwback Thursday. We're going to get to that old school boxing. It is fight week with some other stuff going on. But as of right now, I won't be back with that until tomorrow. We're going to get to the Keith Thurman Fedora probably final predictions tomorrow after the weigh-in. And then we're going to go on from there. So, everybody, welcome to Duck Studios and welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Brother Free.
Good.
What's going on, my guy?
Ain't nothing.
Good morning to the Freeze. How's my girl?
She fine. She right here. Saying
She
getting on my
sleeping?
nerves. No, she getting
No,
on my
no,
nerves.
no. You can never have a hard-working woman get on your nerves. That's crazy. That's crazy, Free. That's crazy.
Yes, you
Crazy.
can. If she eat all your daggone McDonald's French fries,
We'll go buy some more French fries. You can afford them. Go buy some more fries. Hey, look, man, that woman work hard, man. Go get you some more fries. Let her eat all the fries, man. Let her eat it
she ain't
all. It's
supposed.
all good.
She can't have fries.
Oh, shit.
She can't have
Oh,
no fries.
damn.
And she ate all my daggone McDonald's fries and getting on my
So if
nerves.
you know she not supposed to have it free, why would you sit there and watch her eat it? She wasn't even supposed to have one. Why you watch
I
her
didn't.
eat it?
I didn't watch it either. I went to the daggone gas station to get some gas. Came back out.
Oh,
My fries was gone.
she pulled the fast one on you.
My
Ah!
fries is gone.
Oh shit! This is free. You think you slick? Damn! You pulled the fast one on him.
Fries gone.
Oh, Mrs. Free, why you do that? You pulled the fast one on his ass. Damn. So Free,
Nah,
you
nah,
telling me when you stop at the gas station, you got to get out and
nah,
take the fries with you now? Damn.
nah, nah. She ain't eat my fries. She up here chilling. She just left her job. We just left her job not too long ago. She had
Okay.
train. She had to train some small people.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what
Don't
she
do that,
said.
Free.
She
No,
said
free,
she.
free, 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 free. Come on. We're
That's
going to
what
stop
she
with these
said.
little people jokes.
That's what she said. She said the girl is smaller than her. I said, damn, she's like 4'11". He's like, she might be smaller than that.
Oh, damn.
That's what she said.
Well, how little is she?
He said like
Yeah.
4'8".
Tiff is taller than that.
That's what I said.
Damn, Tiff is like 4'11". That's crazy.
I was wondering why she came to the car with her chest poked out, acting like she big. Could have found out she in that. She's taller.
Yo, I can't stand your husband. He makes me sick. Wonder why she coming to the car with her chest poked out. Yo, we not gonna start this shit this morning. I'm not doing this with you, man. Jesus Christ. Yo, you know what? It's always like that when we see somebody we taller than, and we like, oh shit, I'm not a tall person, but I've got this person by like 3-4 inches. And it makes you feel taller than what you are when you see somebody. It's crazy though. Cause Tiff get like that. Tiff will see somebody and be like, I'm taller than her. And I'm like, okay, you feeling yourself? She'd be like, yo, I finally saw somebody I'm taller than. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. Don't do that. Yo, 4'8" is I ain't gonna lie to you, 4'8" is crazy though. That's crazy. That is real crazy.
She literally was on the Wizard of Oz.
And she's working on a job?
She is, man.
I hope she know how to fight. Shit. I hope she know how to fight.
I was asking, did she bring her booster seat because they
Yo,
desks sit up
yo, Free.
high.
Stop.
They
Stop, Free.
no,
Stop.
the desks sit up high, so when you sit in that seat, like I barely could see Vicky hair. Like when I come off the elevator to come see Vicky, all I see is about this part. I see like the top of her eyelids and the rest of the top of her head. If that girl like 4'8" or
Yeah.
smaller, you ain't gonna be able to see her. They're gonna be like, damn, ain't nobody here. She's like, I'm right here. Who the fuck talking?
Yo, I just hope the girl. Listen, Mrs. Free. I hope the girl can fight. Cause I swear, if she ever run into a situation, boy, she better bite her ankle or something. She better have some type of knuckle game or something. Shit.
Yeah.
Cause other than that, she gonna be blowing up your phone, Vicky. She gonna be blowing up your phone. They whooping my ass. I need help. I need help, Mrs. Free. Where you at?
They
I
gonna
need
call
help.
her. She gonna call her supervisor. Vicky ain't the supervisor.
She go. She go. She gonna need to call somebody because if she run into altercation, there ain't much she can do. Unless she knows some type of self defense we don't know about. I can't see her doing anything. I'm just saying.
Why would he get in the fast lane? You a big ass trash truck. Get your ass over.
Oh no, not a trash truck. Trash truck is crazy.
You gonna jump in the fast lane like he moving. And then you gonna jump back over here. Get your stupid ass out the
Yo,
way.
I just got off Crush Channel. There was some dude that came over there. His name was how your name is Toby. I go look at his channel. Dude, it's a dude with a white picture. He's a white. I'm just looking like you dudes is goofy. He come over there and said something crazy. You know, Crush was trying to get him, and Crush said, "Hold on, y'all, before y'all get him." Cause soon as I read what he wrote, I was like, "Really, dude?" Like, but they packed him up anyway. I said, "You going over there messing with him? Y'all trolls better find something to do. Y'all better find something to do with y'all lives. Stop going to people's channels messing with them."
Yeah.
Cause I'll be ready to block y'all asses. Y'all don't serve a purpose on people's channel anyway. Throwback Thursday, Free. You see the thumbnail I put was kind of interesting, right? I ran into a picture yesterday of Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Duran, Tommy Hearns, and it had Bud Crawford standing in the middle, which I thought that was pretty interesting to see that. Whoever came up with that idea, I think it was dope.
That was blasphemy.
You said what?
That was blasphemy.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, okay. And I think about that era with those. I think about that era with those four guys in it. Babe, what's up, my Alabama / Cali sister? What up? And I start to think, what would Crawford would have been like in their era in the 80s? steady saying what would they be like in his era? What would Crawford be like in their era?
He wouldn't be undefeated.
Oh shit. Now you keep in mind, y'all, he said that. I didn't. I'm just letting y'all know. Don't say I said it. D Free
All
said it.
right, I'm just telling you, he wouldn't be undefeated.
No?
No, not at all. No, because you got to remember, you're going from 135 straight to 147. You ain't going to 135, going to 140. You're going straight to 147.
Yeah.
So you
Which is
either
always a risky
you,
move.
yeah, you either lightweight or you welterweight or you a middleweight. You ain't skipping. You ain't getting those shots in between those weight classes. One or the other. So you're gonna go from 135 to fighting somebody that's 14 pounds heavier than you, than fighting somebody else that's 13 pounds heavier. So no, I don't think he would have been undefeated. Not to say that he wouldn't be a good fighter. I just don't think he'd be undefeated.
No, you know
I
you
don't think.
saying yeah, yeah.
I don't think he could deal with the arm reach of a Tommy Hitman Hearns. I don't know if he could deal with the hand speed and the foot movement of a Sugar Ray Leonard. Dude, at 135, I don't know if he could deal with hands of stone Roberto Duran.
I think Durant would overwhelm him.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't know if he could deal with those guys. That's why I said I don't think he'd be undefeated.
Damn. Yeah, so if you take guys from Terrence era and Floyd's era, who do you see giving any of the four kings a hard time?
From the era of Floyd and Terrence Crawford,
Yes.
um, it's hard to say. We would have to go
Yeah.
individual by individual. Um, like fighting at 135, I don't think it's anybody from Terrence Crawford era gives Roberto Duran a hard time. When Terrence Crawford was fighting at 135, I don't think any of those guys would give Roberto Duran a hard time. I think they're Noah, Terrence Crawford, um, Breeders Prescott.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think those guys give Roberto Duran a hard time at all. You go to 147, Earl Spence, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, uh, Manny Pacquiao, Kell Brook.
Yeah.
I don't know if those guys I don't know if those guys give Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hitman Hearns. I don't know if
Like,
those guys give them a hard time.
like what would this is gonna be crazy. I don't know. Did Marvin fought at 47, right? Marvin Hagler, right? So he didn't go 47. So all right, so I can't make that matchup. Oh God.
I don't think nobody messed with Marvin Hagler from Terrence Crawford era
RGM, what
or
up?
Floyd era.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pick
No,
somebody from Floyd or Terrence era at 60. or 47 that can go in there with those four guys. Some people might
You got to
take it
remember.
different.
You got to remember when Tommy Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard fought the very first time for Undisputed. That was a 15-round fight. Sugar Ray Leonard uh,
Yeah,
15th round.
what do you think separate their era, the Four Kings? What separated their era from Floyd and Crawford's era?
Endurance and heart.
Sheesh. Angie, I see you, my
I think
girl.
I think those guys, like I said, those guys back then had to train for 15 rounds. The guys now have to train for 10, 12.
Yeah,
They, I mean, they don't have to worry about those extra 3 rounds or those extra 5 rounds. They only worried about making it 10 rounds or making it 12 rounds.
you
And
fool,
then
what up?
back back then, those guys had to fight to get money. It wasn't an era where you can avoid individuals if you wanted to. If you wanted to get paid, you had to fight.
Yeah,
Now this the era that we in now and the Floyd era, the guys are getting paid so much money, you don't really have to fight as much. You gotta remember, when Roberto Duran retired, he had 120 fights under his belt. When
crazy.
Sugar Ray Leonard retired, he had 150 something. I mean, I said 100. He had 50 something fights under his belt, and he had 2 years where he had
Yeah,
multi-year layoffs. Yeah,
yeah,
multi-year layoffs. Hitman Hearns had 60 something fights under his belt. These guys, Floyd retired at 50 years old. They're going, uh, 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 Bud Crawford tied at what 40, 43 and 0, 44 and 0, something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, I mean, daggone Marvin Hagler didn't get a title fight until he was like 40, 40 something. I mean, until he had like 40 something belts under his belt.
yeah. It seems like nowadays guys get title shots quick, boy. That should be super quick now. You could have 15 fights and title shot, and it's like, damn, he got it at 15. I had to wait till my 35th, 40th fight to get it. Like
What's going
Jesus.
on, Andrew? What's going on, Bay? What's going on, y'all in the chat? But yeah, these guys don't really have to prove much, and they getting put into a title fight.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
I mean, I don't think and I don't think that these guys from this era and a lot of guys from the Floyd era. I think there's a few guys from Floyd era, but a lot of those guys from Floyd era, I don't think they make it. I mean, Hitman Hearns. I don't think they make it. The guys that we look at as superstars and very good fighters, they probably be mediocre in that era. At best, they probably mediocre at best in that era.
Yeah. Like you said, the times were so much different. And that's what Crush was just talking about today. How
Like these guys literally can pick and choose who they want to fight. Like they get to like you got a guy like let's use what's my guy Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson got 20 something fights, and this man is literally picking and choosing who he want to fight. He was doing that before he even had 20 something fights. He was picking and choosing who he wanted to fight. And remember,
mm,
he didn't want to fight nobody but Oscar Valdez when he was at 126. That man didn't even have 15 fights at that time.
mm, Yeah, that's what Crush was just speaking about on his live about the behavior and movement of these fighters and how sometimes these so-called fans or other content creators um, they have to take some blame for it too. Because even though we don't make the fights, we
No,
encourage we encourage the
just
bullshit.
have you ever had an era? Have you ever heard anybody in Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hitman Hearns era where there were other champions in the weight class and these niggas had to beg each other for a fight? Hey, dog, you want to fight me? Oh, well,
Yep.
oh, we gonna fight on your platform. We gonna fight. Am I gonna be the biggest? They wasn't. They wasn't doing that. If they was, we never knew about it.
Um, it was never no neither. I'm not gonna fight you because you my brother. Neither. It wasn't none of that either.
Hell no. Imagine Sugar Ray Leonard saying Roberto, Hitman Hearns, hey dog, we not fighting. We
Yeah,
cool. We cool. We not
yeah,
fighting.
yeah, yeah. No matter how much we didn't like each other, we was gonna get together and break bread. I could talk about your mother. I could talk about your wife. I might have said something about your kids. I'm not breaking bread with him because I don't like him. In real life, I don't like him. I really don't like him. That would give me a more reason to fight you. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that whole brother shit, we're doing that too much now. There's too much of that.
There wasn't a whole lot of call outs back then. These guys just got in the ring and fight.
Yeah,
They say, hey, I want to fight you next. Make the fight. Bet. We fighting on June 25th.
yeah. Um, and that's the sad thing about it. That's the sad thing about it that the shit that you got to go through today for a fight is super crazy. This is why I don't get upset a lot of times because I go, hey man, this is how this is. It'll never go
Back.
back to what it will never go back to what it used to be.
Do y'all know why back then there was a lot of guys on these guys' resumes that y'all didn't know much about them? Do y'all understand why it was so many guys on their resume that y'all didn't really know much about them? It's because back then the ranking system actually mattered. If you fought up to become number one, you was fighting the champion. The
Yeah,
ranking system mattered back then. It don't matter anymore now.
no, nothing much matters anymore but that bag, and that's all it's all about. Whether it's the fighters, promoters, managers, agents, it doesn't even matter now. It's totally different. As boxing goes on, the boxing we know today that we seem to, I don't want to say complain about, but the boxing that we talk about today it's going to be totally different in the next 2 years. Where people go, damn, in 2026, I didn't see this coming, but damn, in 2028, this is crazy. I mean, the business is going to change.
That's why that's why I always say, go look at some of your favorite fighters back in the 80s, back in the early 90s. Look at their resume. You're gonna see a bunch of guys on there you don't even really know much about. I'm like, damn, who was this dude? Because back then the ranking system mattered. They had to fight those guys that got to be number one. You
You
might
think
not know nothing about them,
every
but
guy
they was
that Muhammad Ali fought wasn't a big name? Every guy that Joe Frazier fought wasn't a big name.
no.
Sometimes you look at these guys and you go, who the George? Come on now. Why would they put George in here knowing damn well this dude couldn't stand a chance against George?
I'm gonna tell you a guy that everybody praised. I never heard nobody say nothing bad about him. But look at his resume. I guarantee you, 75% of the fighters on his resume, you don't know no nothing about him. Go look at Sweet Pea Whitaker's resume. Nobody's ever said anything bad about Sweet Pea Whitaker. Go
Well,
look,
yeah,
go
well, you
look at his
can't.
resume.
Kind of hard. Even though you might not be familiar with a lot of his opponents, but I tell you what, Chavez, Trinidad, De La Hoya, when you start, and those three guys right there, even at that time, certain guys wasn't trying to fight those three guys I just named. A lot of guys was, nope, I'll pass on that. But yeah, Sweet Pea got a dope resume, man. Like you said, Free, it mattered back in the days. Now that shit, it's a free for all. Guys will get to pick and choose. Yo, Free, you know it's got crazy now because it got for the last couple of years. It's been getting crazy, even when it comes to choosing gloves. Like guys are comfortable in boxing now, even with gloves. When it's time to pick gloves, there's a damn argument. I was
Back
what the hell are we doing?
back then, if you wasn't if you wasn't if you never fought for a title or you wasn't a champion, you didn't really have much to say back then. Nowadays, you got guys that never fought for a title, and these guys are the big shots in the division.
I swear, and they be back there telling you what type of gloves they want, what referee they want. Like, wait a minute, hold on, whoa, hold on, bro. You better be glad you in this position. You coming back here
Like
calling the shots. I want these gloves. I want this referee. I want the ring to
I
be
don't
this size. It's like, bro, calm down, chill.
I don't ever recall anybody that's not a champion being ranked higher than a champion back in the '80s and in the
Nasty
early
work,
'90s. I don't ever recall that.
nasty work, free, nasty work. Yeah,
You
yeah, RGM
you got
ringside.
guys that's a champion that's ranked as the fifth and sixth best fighter in the division. I'm like, how is that possible? He's a champion.
Listen,
That's
when
why
you
I
see
keep saying
guys
the
come back,
belts don't matter. That's what I
when
keep
you
saying,
see
y'all. The
guys
belts don't matter.
when you see guys like, and I'm not picking on him because I actually like him, but when you see guys like, and this other guys is doing it, I'm just mentioning him because he came to my head. When you see guys like William Cepeda come back, and there's nothing wrong with seeing him come back, but then when you see the positions he's in, first thing you saying is how, Sway?
Look,
How?
look. Just look at 140. Y'all know Antoine is a champion. Y'all know Shakur is a champion. Y'all know
Yes.
and Dalton Africa is a champion. Do y'all know where Antoine is ranked at 140?
No, I don't know, and I'm not about to act like I do know.
That man is ranked number six.
Number six. So
Number
whoa,
six.
free. Answer this one thing. Who's ahead of him?
Alberto Puyo, um,
The same
Alberto
Alberto that
Puyo,
lost against Tears?
and I think they got Tio ahead of him, and Tio just lost. They got Tio ahead of him,
Alberto
and
lost to Mattia. Wait a minute. What the fuck is going on here? As if Roberto didn't just lose to Matias last. What? Wait a minute. What the hell go? And they got my man at number what?
number six.
Nasty word. Nasty word.
Like I said, I've never seen a non-champion be ranked higher than a champion in the weight class back in the '80s and in the '90s. I never seen that. I'm like, how are you going to put these guys above the champion? Yes, you might say they are a better fighter. You might think that they'll win, but they're not the champion. Until they beat the champion should be ranked higher than anybody else that's not a champion. That's why I always say the top four guys are the champions, and then everybody else falls in line under them. You can't tell me that this guy's a
You
champion,
know,
but he's
if
not ranked in the top four.
these guys will take the time to do their homework on the era from back then, and not just the Four Kings, but even when Ali and Foreman and Frazier and all of them, everybody who was back there at that time had to earn. They had to earn it. So, a lot of times when fighters from the past say shit today, and people be like, oh, he's just jealous of them. I used to think that until I was trying to understand what they were exactly what they were saying exactly. That they had to go through hell. They had to go through this and go through that before they can get here. These guys today ain't really going through hell. They just having it handed to them free. They just having it handed to them. Oh, you want a title shot? If you want a title shot, that's all you had to say. You got a title shot. And his celebration after getting that was having fucking beer cans thrown at him. Jesus Christ. They still didn't want to respect him after that. He had to go through all that. But today is just like, it's crazy. Oh, you want a title shot? Well, why didn't you say? Oh, you going through something? Well, we're gonna let you hold your title for 5 years. We're not gonna take nothing for you. You can just sit on the couch for 5 years.
Muhammad Hagler was considered the best middleweight way before he got a chance to get a shot. But he wasn't ranked as the best middleweight, but he was considered the best middleweight. He just wasn't ranked there.
Even at that time, because we're not going to act like it just happened today. Even at that time, they wasn't trying to really give certain people they just do, where it made people want to walk away. When I listened to the documentary when Marvin Hagler was talking, he was just like, yo, I got to a point, I got tired of it. Got tired of it. You get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I put in all this work in the gym to get here. I put all this work, road work, doing all this to get to this point. For y'all to still like either jerk me or not recognize me for being the best 160 in the world, maybe. Y'all, I can't even get that. That's crazy work.
That's why he retired after the Sugar Ray Leonard fight. He felt like he was robbed in that fight, and he was never going to get another shot at the title again because it took him so long to get his first shot.
Yeah, I didn't think he was neither.
I'm done. I'm done.
I don't, you know, it's and we see that today, but they make it easy for certain fighters. There's a lot of people today that's going through what Marvin Hagler went through, and they just as good free as the guys who are getting opportunities, but they'll never get that opportunity, and the public will never know. The public will never know how good. See, we're only paying attention in boxing to the ones that they keep putting in front of us. But right now, Free, there's a guy, I told you this all the time, Free, there's a guy ranked number 15 right now. I can't give you a name. The name don't matter. There's a guy right now that's ranked at number 15 that probably will beat the living shit out of your favorite fighter. Well, my guy's ranked number 3. So because your guy's ranked number 3, he could beat the guy at 15? I doubt that. It's been happening in boxing for years. How many upsets have we saw?
Dog, I said. Well, I mean, we said it before, but I don't think a lot of people heard it. Do y'all understand the greatest heavyweight of all time? Well, a lot of people consider him the greatest heavyweight of all time. Muhammad Ali got beat by a guy that only had 7 fights. He got beat by a guy that only had 7 fights.
Yeah.
And this wasn't the Muhammad Ali before he was the champion. This was Muhammad Ali in his prime. He got beat by a guy that had 7 fights. So
yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many fights a guy got or where a guy is ranked at. This is the sport of boxing. All it takes is for you to have a bad day and that guy to have a great day, and you can be on the losing end of that fight.
Yeah. But people don't see it that way because you know why y'all don't see it that way? Because y'all too busy D-riding. That's all. You guys are fans because you see guys winning. Y'all don't really understand how this works. But hey, this is the reason why we have these conversations. Somebody did what? Oh my God, what happened?
Somebody ran over the fire hydrant?
Boy, Jesus. But yeah, you know, it's crazy.
We ain't gonna have no water.
Y'all don't know. A lot of people just don't understand how it works. But if you took, this is why this thumbnail was great for this conversation for people who don't understand what route we're going, is that what would happen if you took somebody like Crawford or took fighters from his era or took guys from Floyd's era. You took both of these eras and put them in the 80s. What's up, sir?
Yeah, I know. Clarence, look at this. Dream and Daisha got their dog yesterday.
Oh my God, that's a girl or boy?
Yeah, it's a girl. It's a girl. It's a massive Pomeranian.
Oh man, I want me one just like that. I don't want no big dog. I want one just like that. I'm gonna work on getting me one.
Okay, whatever.
I
Okay.
might get I might get Tiff one of those, man, when I can afford to get one. I'm gonna because she wants the dog bad. I said we just can't have one right now. Can't do it right now. But I'm definitely gonna get her one. I'm surprised with one. This is why guys like Malanga get so much. You know, yeah, it's crazy. But if you, like I said, if you took guys from both eras, and I'm not discrediting guys from Floyd era or Crawford era, because I like guys from both eras. But we got to be real about this. We got to be real about it. That era with the four kings was nothing to play with. How do you take guys that's only used to going 10 or 12 rounds and putting them in there with guys who are not only going 15 rounds,
Put it
but
in
you
your
talk
pocket.
about guys who might have been fighting 10 times in 1 year? How do you do that? How do you do that, Free? I don't think people understand that part. That's the part people don't understand, Free. You could take a guy who only fought 2 times, maybe in 1 year, he fights 12 rounds, versus guys back in the days who fought 10 times 1 year and they fought 15 rounds.
No, no, that's what I said. That the difference between the guys back then and the guys now is stamina and heart. The guys back then wanted to prove that they was the best guys, and they will fight until they couldn't fight no more. The guys nowadays, they just want to fight the fight that gets them the most money, and a lot of these guys can't make it 12 rounds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what I'm saying. How do you take guys who fought 10 times, maybe 15 in 1 year, 15 rounds, versus guys now that you can't even see them? You'll be lucky if you see a guy fight 2 times in 1 year. There's certain guys. You'll be lucky that I think guys should fight 3 times a year. That's just my opinion. But you'll
He
be
said
lucky if
he
you
used
see
to
that.
think I was driving a European car. Then he realized my camera was flipped. He thought my steering wheel was on this side of the car.
Hey, if you see that
RGM
man,
and somebody in the chat.
RGM, if you see that man driving that type of car, you ain't gonna see his ass. Let me shit. All right, shit, shit. You see Free drip. I'm gonna question what Free does for a living. If I catch him driving one of those, I'm gonna start asking him different questions. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to video chat him and be like, "What you do for a living again, bro?" Shit, no, sir. No, but yeah, it's different times, but to see people in both of those eras in the '80s, yeah, I think a lot of guys would do a lot of avoiding. Free. They would do a lot of I'm not fighting him.
No, they wouldn't have the choice. They would have
Eh,
to. But that's why I said a lot of these guys that we consider good fighters or great fighters, however you categorize them,
yeah,
they would be mediocre at best back then because
yeah,
they would have much more much more losses on their resume,
yeah,
and they would have much more fights, and you'd be like, he ain't all that great. He okay. He ain't all that. Like
yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson fighting at 135. He's not beating no Roberto Duran. Matter of
I
fact,
caramba.
Shakur Stevenson is not fighting Roberto Duran, let alone beating him. He gonna be like, man, what I gotta fight him for? I'm not fighting him.
Yeah, yeah. That's why, like I said,
I
back
like
in that
Shakur
time.
Stevenson, but you're not gonna convince me that Shakur Stevenson can beat Roberto
See
Duran.
what's
I
good,
don't
man.
see it. I
Yeah,
don't see it happen.
yeah. You take certain guys, even if you took,
That's it.
I
I
don't
think
want
I
to.
think Tank
I
Davis
was just,
has. I don't
I was
think
just
Tank
about to
Davis
mention his
beat
name.
Roberto Duran.
I was just about to mention his name, but I was trying not to. I was just about to mention
No,
it though. What do you do?
I
Like,
don't think
yeah,
he beat.
35, that'd be difficult.
I don't think he beat him. And if he does beat him, he's going to have a hard time beating him.
Yeah. It's a lot of guys that we can run through the list. If you took Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Crawford, Danny Garcia, Amir Khan, you start taking all these guys and you go, hey, we're gonna put one of them in there with the four kings.
Our birthdays.
That would be difficult. Can y'all imagine that? These are the
28,
guys that I'm
16.
going through.
You know, I
And
don't know.
to see any of these guys, Sean Porter, or Keith Thurman, or Danny Garcia, Amir Khan, there's so many of them that we can go through. I would love to see how that
My wife
would
is
go.
retarded. My wife is retarded. She gonna say, "What's my pin number to my card?" I said, "Our birthdays." She gonna say, "I don't know what that is." I'm like, "What the hell you mean? You don't know what our
Oh wow!
birthdays is?"
Oh wow!
Oh, my wife is retarded.
Yeah, that's okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Whoa. What the hell? Okay. All right. All right. I thought I was tripping. Yeah. So there's so many guys from different for them. Like I said, from them eras that I would just be curious to see what it would be like. It kind of and it kind of gives us something to talk about because as you know, free today it just be like it's the same old talk. So a lot of times it's like, "Who's gas? What's up?" It ain't really much to talk about. But I would love to see the second they heard someone about the A side, someone like
Yeah.
Roberto Duran would be like, yeah, 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 yeah. RGM. They didn't want too much PC when it came to Roberto.
No. Th- Back then, there was no argument who was the A side. If your name wasn't Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, 9 times out of 10, your ass was a B side.
Yeah,
You had the smaller fights that fought against each other. They and it wasn't no argument about who was the A side or B side because all of these guys was under, for the most part, they was all under the same promotional company. The promoter said, "This is how much you getting for a fight. This is how much you getting for a fight," and that's what it was. Now, when you made the big fights like Hearns and Leonard, Hagler and Leonard, and those big fights, yeah, there was some talk about who's going to get paid what, but for the most part, it was you're fighting this guy. This is how much I'm paying you. You're fighting him.
yeah,
This is how much I'm paying you.
yeah, yeah. So you guys continue to struggle with
What's going
that.
on, Bruce?
So a lot of y'all continue to struggle and not understand that part because you're not taking the time to understand. Um, Hold on, I gotta put it on this press conference real quick. Wait, let me turn my channel because the Jermaine Franklin press conference that's about to start. Yeah, so yeah. Hey, Crush, what's up, man? Hey, Crush, man. Crush had me laughing this morning, man. Crush is a funny guy, man. They tried to cause some distraction on there, Crush. I seen that this morning. Yeah, but it's different timing, man. People just don't know. People don't understand that it's different. So, but
That's why. That's why I don't
people
like.
gonna believe what
That's
they want to
why.
believe.
That's why I don't like when people try to compare these fighters nowadays to the fighters from yesteryear. I'm like, dog, these guys are not on the same level as those guys that fought in Leonard and Hagler days. They're not on the same level as the guys that fought in the Floyd Mayweather era, the Roy Jones era. They not on the same level. Y'all
Well,
can't compare
it's
these
kind
guys
of hard
to
to
those guys.
compare if your ass. It's kind of hard to compare if your ass ain't never watched, but then you'll have somebody tell you, I don't need to watch. Well, if you don't need to watch, you need to shut up. Because you can't sit
Like
there and just vouch for today's, you can't sit there and vouch for today's boxing and you
look,
haven't watched the past. You sound stupid.
I learned being on YouTube for what 6 years now. Been on YouTube for 6 years now. Most of these people have never watched Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hitman Hearns, Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran. They only go by what the content creator has told them about those guys because the
Yeah.
content creator watched them or they studied them or whatever have you. They only go by what they hear from them because you would ask these guys some questions about certain fights and they were like, "Well, I didn't see that." Well, how the hell can you tell
Well,
me
how the hell can
anything
you?
if you
Then
didn't
you
see
should
it?
you if you haven't seen it, you should shut up.
What's going on, Jay Blitz? Like these guys, these guys, they don't. I'm like, y'all can't say, oh, I think Bud Crawford will stop a lot of these guys in that era. Based off of what? Do y'all realize Bud Crawford only fought three guys that y'all can really say was decent opponents?
Yeah.
Literally, only three guys people really give credit Bud Crawford credit for. That's Earl Spence, Sean Porter, and Canelo Alvarez.
There's a channel
Those
on
are the only
here.
guys that they really give him credit for. They don't really give him credit for nobody else.
That's for before taping was a thing. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what we do. That's what we do. RGM. That's why I always tell people that's what made me start Throwback Thursdays because it makes sense. Because for you to try to skip over 90s or 80s or 70s or 60s boxing, which I'm gonna go back further once I start doing my research on fighters from back at that time. You can't
Yeah, I mean,
overlook that to
I,
jump in today. It's,
I'm gonna tell y'all somebody, and I hope Clarence don't mind me saying this, but my guy Chad Sports, Chad Sports talks about the history of boxing. He
oh
brings up
yeah,
nothing but old fighters.
yeah. Damn, I ain't heard that name in a minute. Damn, I ain't heard that name in a minute.
If
He's still
if
on?
y'all want to learn about, yeah, he's still doing his channel. If y'all want to
Oh
know
shit.
about the history of boxing and learn about some of these old fighters, go to Chav Sport, CAS Sports.
That's
He
okay,
talk
Bay. I
about
caught him, Bay. I caught him.
he talk
I caught him.
he talks about the history of boxing and he breaks down a lot of the old fighters that a lot of people don't know much about. They talk about them, but they really don't know much about these older guys.
See, they think
Y'all,
we do it
if
just
you
to do it, but we don't talk about them just to talk about them. Y'all don't want to do it because, and like I said, when it's all said and done,
yeah,
and the guys you like
yeah,
today,
Bruce
20
Gas
years from
does it
now,
too.
20 years from
Yeah,
now, when
Bruce
y'all
Gas.
trying to teach the kids about them, they ain't trying to hear it. You know, these conversations are necessary. Um, he said, has to be some. Yeah,
Yeah,
and these
Bruce
fights
Gas
is,
does it
and
too.
I see a lot of other channels that I know that do it. They do it. There's about two or three I know. They go back to old talks. They do it. But if you check out, yeah, channels like that I like going to check out because I get to learn something myself. But I'm not gonna
It's
keep
another
going
guy
to.
too. Uh, it's another guy too. Scrapbook. Scrapbook.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
talks
yeah.
about
Shout
the
out to
history of.
Scrapbook
He
Boxing.
talks
Shout out to
about the.
Scrapbook.
Yeah, he talks
Kirk,
about the
rest in peace to
history of
Kirk.
boxing.
Rest in peace to Kirk. Rest in peace to Kirk Sugar. But he used to be on that too.
Yeah, yeah. That no, I remember when Kirk Sugar was on a live with Blue Blood. Back, this was back when I was watching Blue Blood, and Kirk was still alive. This man said he had over 300 VHS of old fights from the 80s and the 70s. Over 300 VHSs. I was like, God damn,
Yeah,
that's a lot
yeah.
of goddamn
I got the. I
videotapes.
got the. I think he was on. I was introduced. Well, he had a Facebook, and I became Facebook friends with him. But I think the first time I actually got to be on the panel with him, and he was telling the story. I forgot what he was talking about, but it was me, him, Underrated, Black Star. I think Basement might have been on there. But that was the first time. And the stories that he told, we didn't interrupt him. We didn't cut him off. We sat there and we let him talk because the stories he had for us was crazy. And we sitting there like, oh shit, that really happened. So yeah, man. But you got these guys today. They don't want to sit and listen to you anymore. Even when you have them on a panel, they want to over talk you. They want to over argue you. They can never be wrong, and they think they know every goddamn thing. What happened to the days where we used to pull up on panels and we listened to what people had to say before we made an argument out of it? We used to do that when we all came together. Nobody does that no more. You can't talk to these. This is why I say y'all better stop giving these people a platform to come up to talk, and they don't know what they talking about because they only want to come on your platform just to say that they was on there. Oh, I've been to BDO before. I've been to No
The,
Doug Zone.
that's,
I've been here. I've been
I
there.
sit here, see a lot of people, like I said, I go to a lot of these channels and I sit in the background and just listen. And I see people in the chat or people on the platform, and then they will go to other people's channels and repeat what the content creator just told them. And I'm like, do you know if that is a fact or are you just taking his word for it? Have you done the research to find out it was a fact? Because you only repeating what he said. You're not putting your own spin on it or nothing. You're repeating exactly what the last person just told you.
Yeah.
You're not doing no research whatsoever to find out if what he's telling you is the truth. A lot of times, okay. A lot of times these guys don't have all of the facts. They go off of their opinion. But that doesn't mean that what they're telling you is actually fact. They just going a lot of times these guys go off of their opinion. A lot of times these guys don't have no resources to give them information. They say they
No.
do, but a lot of times they don't really have resources to give them information. They going by what somebody else told them. But that doesn't mean that that person that told them that actually know what the hell they
Listen,
talking about neither.
if I
Like I
don't get
heard
a
somebody
phone,
say, "Oh, Tank Davis might not be fighting because Kenny Ellis said he don't know what Tank Davis is going to do." I said, "Do y'all realize Kenny Ellis and Calvin Ford never knows what Tank is going to do because they're not in the
no.
room with Tank Davis.
They'll tell
They never
they
know what he's going to do."
this is how you know people don't listen to interviews. There's times he has said that. Whatever he does next, whoever's next, whoever they put in front of us, is who we fight. Y'all ain't listening to these interviews. You know why? Because y'all only stuck on who y'all want him to fight. That's what it is. Y'all stuck on that. So y'all put this stuff out, hoping that even if we put this out and it's not true, hopefully the boxing world will feed into it and we can make something happen. But y'all gotta realize, like my man Mr. Mason said, the fans don't make the fight.
Yeah,
We
fans
could
don't
want
make
the
the
fight,
fight. The
but we
fans,
don't. We could want the
that
fight, but we don't make the fight. We're not in the rooms when it happens. We're not on the phone. We're not there when it happens. I seen a guy get picked apart who swore he was a boxing. It's a lot of them like that. RGM that swear they boxing gods. They swear they boxing gods, and the thing is, I blame the channels for some of these people because these guys have been doing it for a while now, so long that it makes them really start thinking they know what they talking about, and they don't. Didn't even know how. No, they don't. They don't. When you know how you get them off the panel, just mention a fight or mention a fight that happened that they ain't never saw or a fight that they ain't never heard of. That's when they start getting
like
upset. They start getting
like
upset when you do that
yesterday,
shit.
me, B3, and Juan, we was talking about Collazo, and Collazo fights at minimum weight, and we were just talking about the fights down in those lower weight classes. I said, y'all gotta remember, we might be speaking foreign language to the people that's listening, because a lot of people don't pay attention to those guys in those smaller weight classes. They don't pay attention to those guys. A lot of people don't know who Collazo. They don't know he fight at 105 pounds, and that dude is a Tasmanian devil. Collazo was a monster at 105 pounds.
Yeah.
Weight class.
Yeah, man. And that's not even far back. No, Jim, it's not. But people don't know what they be talking about. These cats just be talking to be talking, man. This is the reason why any channel who has these talks where they go back to throwback, y'all don't want to be there. I've been to some of these people's channel and I watch how long y'all stay. I see how long y'all be there. Oh man, they talking that old school shit. I'm out. If we ain't talking about Tank's next move, I'm out. If we ain't talking about Xander versus Boots, I'm out. If we ain't talking about what Devin doing, I'm out. Keyshawn, I'm out. This is what y'all do. And not realizing the same way you disrespecting these legends, or the same way that the next up and coming people are going to disrespect your favorite fighter. You think people are going to want to hear about Tank Shakur, Devin, Boots, Xander 20 years from now?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I
What
said,
you think is going to happen 20 years
guys,
from now when you try to teach the next generation? The next generation going to say, I don't give a shit about no Boots, man. I don't give a damn about no Tank. Are they fighting now, OG? Are they fighting now, OG? I don't give a shit about you. Gonna have people 20 years from now is gonna do that. So just remember, the same way y'all keep doing these past fighters is how somebody gonna do your fighters. You think your fighters are going down as the greatest?
I had one dude that said something that was real, and I respected him for what he said. And he was like, "Man, I don't care about none of this. I want to see the best fights." He said, because OG, he was like, "You got a chance to see Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hitman Hearns. You got a chance to see Floyd versus this guy, Floyd versus that guy. I never got a chance to see the best fight the best." He said, "I want to see the best fight the best. I don't care about none of those guys that these guys fought. I want to see the best fight the best. Y'all got a chance to see it. I never did." And I was like, "Hey, I got to respect you for it, because I did see all those fights. We're not getting none of that now."
Guess what?
We're not getting.
That's why I appreciated every fight I have attended to. And I don't mean sat and watched. I mean attended to it. Like, let me tell you, I'm glad that I was able to see Cotto and Zab. I was able to see Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. It's a lot. I was glad that I was there when Cotto had his last fight against Saddam Ali. I was glad to be there for that. I was glad when Danny Garcia had his last one at the Barclays. Like, it's the little things that I was happy for, to be able to be like, I was there for that. I was there for that. That's memories. But a lot of these cats, they don't fucking go to no fights. They don't go to no weigh-ins. They don't do anything with themselves. They don't do anything. And that's cool.
I was fortunate. I was fortunate enough. My father took me to see Hagler and Leonard for my very first fight.
I mean, you talk about me being in the garden. You talk about me being in the garden with Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata when a damn riot broke out the garden. Where was some of y'all when that happened? Some of y'all were still in the womb, probably. Where were y'all? Or for some of y'all that's just as old as me and Free, who act like y'all don't understand about boxing back in the days, where were y'all?
Hold on, fuck up. I mean, old as me, nigga. I ain't number 25.
Here we go. Mrs. Free, I'm not. What you, listen, I'm Mr. Free. I'm gonna talk to you because you have a little more of a common sense. So I'm just gonna let you know, and everything I need to say, I'm gonna start addressing you, Mrs. Free. I'm not putting up with your husband.
I'm an old dude.
I repeat, I'm not putting up with your husband's shenanigans when he get his ass up here to New York. I'm not doing that with him this year. Please, Mrs. Free, can you sit down like you would do Dream? Sit him down, hold his hand, and have a talk with him, and tell him we're not having no shenanigans when he get here. Please, Mrs. Free, can you do that? And I
Talk,
promise you, you can
talk
have
about some,
anything you want when you get up here. Have that conversation with him, please. Jesus Christ.
talk about some.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not as old. We're not as old as free. What the hell?
Look, Chet Ross said, you 25, but your beard's 45. I'm not playing with you, Chet Ross. Chet Ross, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah, yeah. My bed is 45. I
Yo,
had my
speaking of
bed since
that,
I was a kid.
I don't want to get off the topic, but are we working on something for that? Some type of
For what?
you said you was gonna come out with something. I want to see what that's like. Um
Oh, you talking about my beard
yeah, yeah,
oil?
yeah, 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 yeah. That's would be
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. I'm trying to put something together.
That would be dope if you do that. So at least
Trying to put something together.
you can put that out there. That would be dope if you have that. But yeah, these if you think about the era, like I said, the different eras, even today, guys, because you know Floyd's gone, Terrence just checked out. So and Floyd and Crawford came from a better era than what you see today. So today's era definitely can't do nothing. They definitely can't do nothing if you push them back to the 80s. It's over when you look at it. Free, it's over. It's over.
That's what I
It's
said.
over.
A lot of these guys that we say is good guys or great fighters or things like that, a lot of these guys will be mediocre. No,
Yeah,
Earl Spence, Bud Crawford will be mediocre in my opinion. They will be mediocre.
damn,
I
not
don't I
mediocre.
don't think I don't I don't think Bud Crawford is as good as advertised. I gotta. I mean, he only. No, I'm just being honest. Y'all, I know people gonna say, "Oh, you hating or whatever."
Yo,
Bud Crawford did what he
they
was
definitely gonna
supposed
say
to
you
do.
hate.
He, no, he did what he was supposed to do. But truthfully speaking, Bud Crawford only fought three guys that you can really say was respectable guys when he fought them.
Yeah. He said, "Look,
Yeah,
they sitting at home smelling like they know some boxing." Yeah, that's what they doing. That's what they do. Listen, it's okay for you to say, "I don't know. I need to
give
learn
me a
more.
second.
I need to learn more," versus you acting like you know every damn thing. That's the problem that we got. That's the problem that we got, RGM. Because everybody wants to know everything. Everybody wants to act like they. And there's nothing wrong with you saying, "Hey, I didn't know. Please acknowledge me." But they won't. They won't. They
No,
won't do it. They won't do it.
I, I, I can't say like you can't say Bud Crawford fought everybody he was supposed to fight. When and people say, "Oh, well, people was avoiding him." Well, according to his promoter, that's not true. According to his promoter, not nobody else's, his promoter. He said Bud Crawford is difficult. He can fight Danny Garcia. He can fight Ugas. He can fight Keith Thurman. He can fight uh uh uh, some other guys he had named. He said Bud Crawford he's not trying to fight him. So
Yeah.
I hear people say, "Oh, he avoided him and this that," but his promoter didn't say that. His promoter didn't say that because I heard Ugas say, "Hey, we can make the fight," and I heard Bob Erm said that Bud Crawford don't want the fight.
Yeah. So it's difficult when you can't get
That's
a
why I'm like,
man.
I can't say that the man fought everybody he was supposed to fight. I could say he did fight. He fought a few guys. He fought a few guys, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like this man he beat everybody. No, how can you say he beat everybody when he hasn't fought everybody? Well, he beat this guy, so that doesn't mean he beat the next guy because he beat that guy.
Yeah, Chambros, they don't. They don't. I'm always willing to follow somebody that I'm not familiar with. Just like the guy that Jermaine Franklin's fighting. I didn't know much about him. So what I did, I went to look at his fights that he had with Dillian White, and he had a fight with another dude. And I said, well, damn, Franklin, you better come with it because this dude is not playing. He getting people out of here in the first, second round, and there's nothing wrong. People go, you ain't been watching them. What you been doing? Well, probably like everybody else, I only been caught up in the fighters that I'm familiar with. And this is the reason why a lot of times I step out that comfort zone. So when the zone is having something, when Sky Sports is having something, even though it might be fighters we're not familiar with, rather they are American fighters or not, I like to go watch them. So at least I know when I see them in there, I
I,
go, you might want
I
to go watch this guy.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like I told y'all before, it's because of Champ Ross, Southern T, and a couple of other guys. The reason why I'm watching a lot of guys that I've never heard of, because
Yeah,
Champ Ross has the little tournament, and he be having names on that joint. I'm like, man, who the hell is this? Now I gotta go watch this dude fight because I ain't never seen him fight before,
yeah,
or
yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
never
yeah,
heard of
yeah.
him before. And I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this dude? I ain't never heard of this dude. Champ Ross,
See,
no, Champ Ross, I don't know where the hell he be finding these goddamn fights at, but Champ Ross be having guys on that joint I have never ever heard of.
Champ, Champ Ross,
And I be
you a
watching boxing
promoter on the
damn
low.
near every weekend. I be watching boxing damn
Champ,
near every weekend, and he always have at least 3 fights on there. I ain't never heard neither one of the opponents.
Champ
I'm
Ross is
like,
a
where the fuck
promoter
he
on the
find these
low.
dudes at?
Champ Ross, you out here promoting? That what you doing, sir? Champ Ross, he out here promoting like a mug. Yeah, they won't take the time to do it, and hey, that's on them. That's on them, man. Um, but this would be, I mean, it makes a great conversation, like I said, to take. That's why that picture's so dope to have Roberto and all of them and Crawford right there. It makes a great, I don't want to say argument or debate because I don't do neither one of
I mean,
those. It makes a great
there's
conversation.
no
I'm not
argument for
arguing,
me.
debating about shit. Hmm?
It ain't no argument for me.
No, no, no. Damn sure ain't no argument because that's what we love to do. Not saying me and you, but people love to take the littlest shit instead of trying to make sense out of it and try to understand what the person's saying. Everybody is a debate lover now. Y'all all debate lovers, and all that shit don't be necessary sometimes. Just shut up sometime and listen. Listen and learn. I try to challenge our boxing minds with learning. No, you do a great job, Champ. Trust me, you do a great job. Steady, all of us just shutting up sometime and listening. Because that's all you got to do is listen to what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And everything will work out fine. But people don't want to do that. Everything is a damn argument. That's why y'all asses ain't get nowhere because we make everything into an argument. And it doesn't have to be that way. We ain't got to argue about it. Because at the end of the day, I don't get paid for this. It's just that simple. Excuse me, y'all gotta move around my house. Make sure y'all all go to the zone. Queensberry's on. The fight for this week, Jermaine Franklin, Tana. I can't never pronounce his damn name. But y'all know that's on this week. The Keith Thurman, Sebastian Fedora. I don't know if I'll be able to glance at that. I'm still thinking about it because I'm not really too all right with the undercard. I gotta if I'm paying the 75 or 80, whatever it is, that card would have to be jumping. And right now I don't really see nothing that catches my eye. So I'm sitting that one out probably. But yeah, just think about it, y'all. I want y'all to look at the thumbnail. Just look at the thumbnail. Look at the four kings. Look at Crawford. And just start thinking. Did Bud retire at the right time? Yeah, he retired at the right time because there was nothing else for Bud to go do. A lot of people were walking around Jay Bliss like, oh man, he could have fought Boots or He could have did this, he could have did that. Well, you know, at the end of the day, before he even decided to come up to 54, he already knew what he wanted to do with his career. He knew already where it was going. See, y'all don't be knowing what these fighters are going to do. These fighters know what they're going to do before they trainers even know. Sometimes they know before they promoters know. Managers, agents. The only one besides them knowing what they want to do is if they talking to their wives or girlfriends about it. Yeah, baby, you know what? I ain't being around the family like that. I'm missing them. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one fight or two, and that's gonna be it. And then maybe they go to their man. Then they probably go to their trainers or their promoters, and they let them know. But they know what they want to do already before the public knows. Tank Davis knows what he wants to do. He knows if I come back for 2026, this could be my last one. I might come back for one more and say F boxing. Like these guys know exactly what it is that they want to do before they do it. See, we can sit there all we want and tell them what they need to do or what we think, but we can't decide what it is that they need to do, no matter if we want to see them or not, because they're going to do what they feel is best for them. I just love sitting back and just continuing to learn the history of the sport because it's a lot to learn. It's boxing is deeper than you just liking your favorite fighter. Because that's all we got out here. A bunch of people who's just you're hanging on to your favorite fighter like that girl in school you could never get. And that's to me, that shit is crazy. Yeah, they already know, you know? A fighter could wake up today. A fighter could wake up today and say it's over. Now we thinking, oh man, he can't leave the sport without giving us that one fight that we want to see. But guess what? Yes, he can. Ain't nothing next for Crawford. He enjoys his life. It's not supposed to be nothing next for you. When you retire from, I don't care if it's rap, sports, whatever you do, what's next for you is enjoying your life. That's what's next. He's not going to be one of these fighters that blew his money and messed up and now he's in the streets homeless or, you know, he has to go get a regular 9-to-5 job. He's all right. What's next is living life. Now I get to spend time with my kids. I don't have to worry about going away for camp for 10 weeks, 12 weeks. I don't have to worry about it no more. I can sit back and I can do whatever it is that I want to do. I could travel the world. I could travel the world. Hell, I could go. Well, he's not super old because I'm older than Crawford. He can go make more kids if he want. He can go get land if he don't have it already. He can go get a restaurant. He can do whatever you want. Once you retire, I mean, you still have to have the money come in, but he could go do whatever he want. Check this out. Ask me what I'm gonna do when YouTube is over. When I'm not doing YouTube no more, what's next for you? I'm going to continue. I'm going to go find another way to make money because I'm not going to be on YouTube forever. I promise you. And if I am, I'm going to be probably in a different position. Can't say what that'll be. Because, you know, I'm hoping I wake up one day and No Duck Zone's a multi-million-dollar company because that's what it's going to do. You got to speak it into existence. If you're not thinking big, you're not going to go nowhere. You'll be stuck in the same place. You see, while we're trying to grow and elevate, you're going to have some of these people still sitting here arguing over boxing. You done went to a new place in your life. You done grew. And people will still be sitting here arguing over the same dumb shit that they've been over. Yeah, you got to be in high places. I was in a high place yesterday, me and my wife. Me and Mrs. Duck. We was in a high place where we were sitting around a lot of important people. People who have their own business. You know, people who are not far from being millionaires. Some are already, but if you look at their shoelaces and their shoes, you would think they were broke and they got more money than any of us on here. Never was involved in no big for spending his money on stupid shit. No. Yeah, I'll be in low-key spots. I got a fatherhood program that you know you guys have seen me mention, but I'm actually getting ready to be with them, work for them. I got another gig I do on the side. God is good. So I be in these places with a lot of important people, man. A lot of important people that when they talk, you can't understand what the fuck they saying. You like, huh? What the hell does that mean? You're going to find yourself in a lot of important places and spaces where people are not speaking the language that you're speaking, or they're not eating the food that you're familiar with, and you like, I don't belong here. I belong around my people. Bullshit. If you plan on going anywhere in life, there's going to be some places that you probably not familiar with, that you never been, but you got to do what you got to do to get to where you're going. It's that simple. I don't mind it because I don't want to sit around ratchet ass people all day. I don't want to do that. Where is that going to get me? That ain't going to get me to where I want to go. You know what I mean? So you got to mix it up. You always got to have different kind of people that you know. But hey, they don't understand that. Free.
No,
You got to go get you some more French fries, man.
some more. Nah, I might go to Dave's Hot Chicken.
Oh my God,
That
this
joint
guy.
is spicy as hell. California need to keep that shit in California.
Nobody's next for him, Jay Bliss. I understood your question. We just said that he's retired. Can nobody be next for him if he's retired?
No,
He's retired. Retired means done. There's no
yeah,
next after you're retired. He's done. That's what I just said. I understood the question. That's why I just said what's next for him is enjoying life, being with his family, vacationing, making more kids if you want, open up a business. There's no such thing as who's next for you. When you're retired, you're retired. Now, at some point, you could come back, which he's not going to do, which many fighters would do, but I don't think he's going to come back because he doesn't need to come back. So he's done. There's no who's next for him. What's next is enjoying life. That's what's next. You can't have an opponent if you're done. There's no such thing. There's only time that matters is if you say I'm coming back. Then we can answer the question of who could be next. But he's done. I wouldn't want to see him come back anyway. He did what he's supposed to do. And whoever he didn't fight, oh well. It happens. It's been happening way before he even put on a pair of gloves that fighters have never fought who they were supposed to. Sometimes they didn't want to smoke. Sometimes the other fighter didn't want to smoke.
we
Sometimes the money wasn't right.
want the smoke. We want the smoke. I bet you won't pull up. You won't pull up. Pull up.
Yeah, I want to see that brother just enjoy. I want to see that brother just enjoy his life. Oh God. Oh yeah. Y'all bear with me. Moving around here real quick. Gotta get some stuff straightened out here. Thomas, what up?
But yo, T Hill.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it just makes good for good topics, man. I like that I came up with this because I waited so late last night because I was gonna jump on the gram this morning. I was like, man, I'm not finna do
Yeah,
no
I
YouTube this
saw, I
morning.
saw you. I saw you went late. We went live late last night. I was like, what the fuck?
No,
It's
I didn't go
Prime.
live. I didn't go live last night. I put this thumbnail up late last night because I wasn't sure if I wanted to.
I
I
thought you
wasn't
said you
sure.
was live last night. I was about to say,
No,
man,
no,
what the
hell
hell?
no, man. I'm not doing no live at no 11 o'clock. Hell no, man. At that time, I'm already in bed. But I
I know
could.
damn well Clarence did not get out the crib and got on his phone. He know damn well he supposed to be
No,
asleep.
no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If I ever did do that, I think I did that one time, but I think I jumped on the gram. Think I jumped on the gram. Matter of fact, yes, I did. I lied. I think that was not last week, the week before, but that was Instagram. I did something. I
He
had did
ain't catch,
something
he
real
ain't
quick.
catch it right. He ain't catch it right.
I did catch it. I wasn't listening to you. Um, I'm a grown man. I ain't got no crib. No, thank you, sir. Believe me, my bed is a big grown ass bed that I sleep in. Trust me, no cribs. Ain't no cribs in here. Ain't no cribs in here because ain't no babies allowed in here.
I saw BBO went live last night talking about Drake and J Cole. I mean, yeah, J
Who?
Cole.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why that's a topic. Nobody gives a shit about that. That's so old. Like I don't be caring with
No,
these.
J Cole had just broke his silence and responded to the whole Drake situation.
Yeah,
So people talking about it now, but it is what it is.
yeah, that's that right there, Jake. Them dudes need to find something else besides
Nah,
just who y'all said I looked like. She looked it up and lost it. Oh, she looked him up and lost it. Yeah, nah, but that's who you look like though, bro. No cap, no
Rockman,
cap.
Rockman.
No cap, man. And it was funny because
I
I
went
didn't
back and
see
looked at
it.
that live. I went back and looked at that live yesterday. That man John said he's gonna come up on the live. I said, if you don't sit your ass down before you get written up for being on the phone on your lunch break.
Yo, when he came up and did that, I was surprised that he even came up. I was like, oh shit. I said, yo, he came up. That was mind blowing. I was like, oh, he came up. I was surprised by that. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Yeah, babe. Yeah, I went back and watched it yesterday. Matter of fact, when you went live, I went back and watched it while you was live. I went back just to see it. I was like, let me see what they were talking about. Then I saw it, and then I came back to your live.
Yeah.
Had Clarence G5, and then Josh came up.
I'm finally get ready to pay for my StreamYard because I want to be able to get people up there.
I gotta go to the aquarium today. I gotta make some moves.
What you got
And
going on, Free? Oh, okay.
I gotta, I gotta, I gotta do some window shopping. So I'm not doing a fish tank. I'm doing salt water
Oh,
fish. Um, couple of other exotic fish. Oh, I said fish. Like I'm in element. Other exotic fish and some and a live reef and coral. So
what the hell?
yeah. So yeah, I'm doing a saltwater tank.
Oh, all right.
So
Hold on.
in my opinion, I think a saltwater tank is you can keep it up easier than having a freshwater tank because a freshwater tank saltwater don't collect as much
But
algae
who
as
can
freshwater
he
does.
fight? But who's the next fighter with skills? Okay, that's a better way to ask that. Instead of asking who's next. Who you said? Wait a minute. No, not who can he fight, but who's the next fighter with the skills? Oh,
David,
Benavides. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Benavides.
like I told
Uh,
everybody, a while
yeah.
ago, I got David Benavidez number one pound for pound.
Now, when you bring that up, for you, does it anybody? Not that it matters. Is there anybody who argues with you about that?
Yeah, but you know me, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I know you don't give a shit. I know that part already.
I mean, you tell me who's moving better than David Benavidez right now. Nobody. Who's
He
out here
Sweat said
fighting for
nobody.
competition? Who's out here fighting the competition he's supposed to be fighting outside of David Benavidez?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Keith Sweat said nobody. Oh, nobody, my friend.
Well, I ain't gonna say nobody's fighting the competition they supposed to fight. It's just they not fighting the level of competition that David Benavidez is fighting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a better way of putting it. That's a better way of putting it. But you know what? It don't matter what fights we get. Nobody will ever be satisfied. Nobody won't be satisfied. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, yeah. I was on the highway. My highway out here, the minimum you can do is 65. So yeah, and that's right up my alley because I got a heavy foot.
Uh, yeah, I don't know about no AJ. I really don't be caring about that dude.
Nah, I mean, nah, he not retired. He got a fight that's coming up. He's about to fight a guy that's 1-0.
I
His
ain't
his
watching that
last
shit neither.
his last fight was 9 years ago. This man got one professional fight, and it was 9 years ago, and he's fighting for the WBC title. Not all three belts, only the WBC title.
I ain't watching neither one of them shits. They can
Yeah,
have
I'm
it.
not. I'm not watching that. I mean, I might glimpse at it. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm not watching it. I get it for free, so I I'm not gonna pass it up. I want to see how it looks. They fighting at the pyramids. They fighting at the pyramids in Egypt. So I want to see how it's going to look. Um, so I'm gonna look at it, but I'm not giving him no credit for the fight. Now, if this guy that's 1-0 beats Usyk, I'm gonna say, what all those people that said Usyk was top 10 greatest heavyweight champion of all time? What those people had again? Like
Yeah.
Usyk, I can't. And people say, "Oh, Usyk is the top 10 best heavyweight of all time." I said, I can't put him in that category. I can't put him in that category because a lot of y'all niggas don't know about the heavyweights of the 70s and the 60s. So how can you
They,
say he's better
they
than
don't want to know.
every
That's the
heavyweight?
problem, Free. The problem, Free, they
Y'all,
don't want
y'all
to
don't
know. That's the
y'all don't
problem.
even
They
know
don't
about
want
the
to know.
heavyweights. They don't even know much about the heavyweights of the 80s, let
They
alone the
don't want to
70s.
know. That's the problem. They don't want to know. They too busy D-riding today's fighters. I told you, man. They don't want to know. They don't
Like
want
I
to
said,
know.
I give Usyk as probably the best heavyweight of this era, but do I put him in the top 10? Hell no. Hell no. I don't think he's better than Lennox Lewis. I don't think he's better than Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston, um, daggone, what's my guy? Um, uh, uh, Big Daddy Bo, Evander
Yeah, yeah,
Holyfield.
yeah.
I don't think he's better than those guys. Do I think he's better of this? I don't think he's better than Jack Johnson. I don't think he's better than those guys. He's the best heavyweight this era. Yeah, he's the best of this era. I don't think he's better than those guys from yesteryear. Not, I mean, he's better than some of them, but I don't think he's better than all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know,
I give him credit for what he accomplished, but to put him as a top 10 greatest heavyweight all time, nah. There's a lot of great heavyweights. A lot of great
uh,
heavyweights. You got to talk about heavyweights back then that was fighting 15 rounds. Oh, ain't no way in the world these guys are fighting 15 rounds nowadays. Do you know the longest fight, and I just found this out the other day, the longest fight in boxing history was 100 rounds?
wow, it's
I
crazy.
was like, hold on, how the hell would they fight 100 goddamn rounds? Were they fighting 1 minute rounds?
Yeah, man. That's why I said these dudes. So, But I be thinking y'all know boxing because y'all argue about today boxing. Y'all don't know Shiznick. Shiznick. Because your favorite fighter couldn't do nothing today. Nothing. Or even back then, I should say.
No,
Nothing.
arguing about today's boxing is like
It's
arguing
pointless.
about today's basketball players versus the 80s basketball players, or today's football players versus the 80s and the 90s football players. It's not the same. It's
It's
different
pointless.
rules. It's not the same.
It's
You
pointless.
can't argue about it.
And you know what? If you did it once or twice, whatever. But then when you sit up every day and fucking do it, it's the same arguments every damn day. Like I'm starting to think that this is gonna sound crazy. When some of these trolls be like, then they come on here and they say find a job. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them I'm gonna have to start agreeing with because that's what some of y'all need to fucking do. Straight up. Because every day to talk about this shit is pointless. To keep making an argument out of the same damn thing every day, 7 days a week. For what? And you still haven't made your point. Argue 7 days a week. At what point have you made? You still haven't made your point. So it's like, what are we talking about? Heard someone debate multiple times that Will Smith could beat Mike. Yeah, well, you know what? You're gonna have that because you got some people who believe in what they say, RGM, and then you got some people who just be running their mouth. That's all. A lot of these dudes be running their mouth worse than a woman do, man. And it should be crazy because I be looking at them like, yo, some of y'all just like hearing yourself talk. That's what that is. I'm convinced. Y'all like hearing yourself talk. That's all that be. Because you can't believe in half of the shit you say. I'm not gonna believe in half of the shit you say.
Look,
That's why I pay it no mind.
look.
Oh man. That's Dream Dog, right?
Yeah, it's
Look
Dream
at her.
Station.
Oh man, she is beautiful. Look at her. Look at the little mama. How old is she?
About two months.
Man, she is gorgeous. They don't grow to be too big, right?
Huh?
They don't get too big, right?
I don't know. I think it's gonna get a little bit smaller than Jazzy.
That's what I want. I don't want nothing where I gotta pick up human shit. Supposed to be dog shit and it look like human shit. Because these lousy ass people in New York, they think they can just do whatever they want to do with their dog. I'll be glad when they start hitting these people with a $5,000 fine. That's what they need to do. I'ma laugh as soon as it happens. They nasty asses. You can't walk nowhere, run nowhere. You ride your bike, you gonna roll in some shit. It's ridiculous. That's why the park we going to, guess what? We ain't gotta worry about stepping in no shit. Cause they don't play that over there. You can't walk your dog through there like none of that dumb shit. They ain't playing none of that. People be going to these ratchet ass parks where it be dog shit. Oh, I'm not doing none of that.
I gotta clean up some shit now. These dogs been sitting in the cage.
All that nasty shit. I ain't got time to be picking up shit bigger than mine. I ain't doing that. Shit is ridiculous. That's why I told Tiff, you gotta wait. I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you one. At the end, give me to like, you know what I mean? Almost like the end of the year. Let me get the cookout out the way first. Always gotta make my money back. Every time I do the cookout, I gotta make my money back from what the hell I spent. So maybe sometime after August, I start looking to get into something because her birthday's like it'll be like 2 months after. So I have to surprise her with something. She said no, thank you. Yeah, I know, Vay. I know. Believe me, I don't want the responsibilities. At least not right now. I don't. Because having an animal, it is like taking care of a child. Sometimes I don't be wanting them doggone responsibilities. I'm too busy trying to get my life together. I'm way behind. I'm way behind the schedule in my life. I'm so behind, it's ridiculous.
What? You ain't
I'm behind in my life. I'm behind on schedule. I'm supposed to be at my age. Shit, I supposed to be in a certain position, but
no.
we ain't crying over spilled milk. I'm gonna get there. I just got blessed with something. I got blessed with one thing, and then yesterday I got blessed with something else. So I always say stuff is in God's time, and so what happened to me yesterday is dope. I'm getting ready to make something happen. After Monday morning, my life is about to change. Do
That's
dogs
what
even have
I was just about to say. You're not behind. You just not on the right time frame
do
because your
dogs
time
even?
is not the time that is supposed to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
The time that
but
happens
behind on
is the
schedule
time
is
that
another way of saying, hey, you gotta, you know, I gotta,
now.
especially when I'm trying to do with my life. See, some of these cats ain't really
Well,
got no life. Some of these cats ain't got no life. They just be you know, bullshitting. Yo, you
well,
gotta say, yo, RGM, you gotta fix that. Come on now. That was funny the first time. You gotta fix that. You typing too fast, man. Shit, I gotta clean all this shit. This shit is fucking crazy in here. Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, big dog or little dog right now, I just don't need none of that right now. I'm too busy trying to take care of me. Right now time, I don't have time to cater to no animal. Cause then you gotta come home, you gotta do this and do that right now. I'm so focused on me, I don't have time for it. And I gotta make sure Mrs. Duck needs what she needs. So it's a lot that come with it. A lot that come with it. But it's all good though. No, it's all good, RGM. It's all good. Yeah. Have one for me. Yeah,
this damn dog is 2 months old and got a name like it's 75 years old. Oh, his damn dog name is Rose.
dog name is what?
Rose. Like Rosa Parks? Rose.
What the hell? Y'all got the dog from the slavery days?
Dog older than me.
God damn it. Oh, I knew that was gonna fucking happen. Shit. Hell nah.
I gotta go to the aquarium over there anyway, so.
Yeah, but y'all appreciate y'all joining us on this Thursday, man. I wasn't even gonna go live today. I ain't gonna lie, man. My mind was on other stuff, but I'm glad I came in because this was a great topic. Um, we needed to get into it about this because I was lost. That's the reason why it took me so long, y'all, last night to even put it up because I was like, man, I'm just gonna go to Instagram this morning and talk shit, which I'm thinking about doing tomorrow morning. So I'm y'all a heads up. Y'all might not even see me on here tomorrow morning. So for all y'all that got Instagram, that's where I might be at tomorrow. So I could let some people up.
We
Might
want the smoke. I'm like, I bet you won't pull up. I bet you
Tuh.
won't pull up. I said, we here,
Nah, I
bitch.
mean you can say no duck or well Clarence or either one I respond to. Some people say C Mac, whatever. I got different names they call me back here, especially the coaches. That's what a lot of the coaches dress me as. If they don't say McLean, they'll say C Mac. It's crazy because that's what my father was called back in the days when he was working for the city. All his employees called him that. They never called him by his full name. And I used to think that was dope, and I never realized that until when I got older, and people started calling me that. I'm like, damn, my pops used to get called that all the time, so it was kind of dope to see that. Okay, let me close this out. Yeah, I know you call. Yeah, people call me. You know what I mean? I got it's all good. I was telling Tiff we had a conversation yesterday, me, her, and my mentor, because we went to a retirement party for a lady that we know that actually lives in our building, and she works for the same agency that I told you I'm getting ready to work for too. Crazy, yo. I'm getting ready to have two gigs. That's bananas. Um, and we were talking about how kids be sometimes calling their parents by their name. I told her, I said, look, my child ain't gonna call me by my name, and they friends is not gonna call me. You either can call me Mr. Clarence or you can call me Mr. McLean. You can go ahead and pick which one. We not friends. So and that's what's missing in America, man. I ain't trying to be buddy buddy with none of my kids' friends. I'm not trying to be buddy buddy with none of my kids. You gonna address me like don't play with me. You know, if you dad, you call him dad. If you mom, you call him mom. Like I don't think none of your kids will go out their way free to go, yo, Dwayne, who the fuck you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like your kids know that you play, but they ain't finna violate you like that. When you like, who you talking to?
Yo, my kids ever say, Dwayne, who you talking to? My kids
No,
is
I'm
gonna
talking about they no, they say your name and then you go, who you talking to?
if my
Like,
kids ever
did
say
you just call me
if
by
my
my
kids
name?
ever say if my kids ever call me Dwayne, they're gonna be singing an old spiritual Negro song. I'm gonna slap the dog shit out their ass.
He sounds like the dog shit. Not the dog shit, free.
No,
Not
my
the
kids
dog shit, free.
the only time that my kids will ever say my name like that is they telling somebody what's my name.
Yeah,
That's the only time.
that's very high. It's highly disrespectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just from me being raised the way I was and my family from the South. Like, no matter how much of the stories you might hear about how bad people could be down south, one thing I can say they got is manners. Even the thug dudes down there got manners. Even the gangster dudes down there got manners. They'll still be like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. Like, not having my son's friends thinking they gonna call me by my name. You gonna you gonna put a mister in front of that. You can't just like, yo, what's up, Clarence? Oh, you must be talking to my son. Because you damn sure ain't talking to me. You ain't talking to me. I'm not your damn friend. But if you don't start these kids off at a young age and you let them get comfortable with it, by the time you try to correct it, it's too late. Like Tiff, her son friends, they call her by her name, Tiff. What's up, Tiff? Man, fuck out of here. We ain't on the same level. What you mean? What's up? Nah, I don't think so. I ain't your friend. You gonna put a mister in front of that. The hell you think this is? I ain't one of your girls that you go around sleeping with. We gonna put a mister in front of that. Or Mrs. And credits because the rest of that movie ends. That did a prank like that against the mom and the dads. Yeah, I hate all that when they be doing them dumbass pranks. Everybody wants to be a prankster now. This whole life. That's why I say the world's a damn joke. Because you got more people doing pranks than taking shit serious. And sometimes them pranks go left. That's why I be telling people, stop all that goddamn playing. That playing gonna cost you your life. Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. All right, keep playing. You gonna get the snot beat out of you because everybody don't play. That's what you see on social media now. Everything's a prank. It was a joke. It was a joke. You don't see the camera? It's a joke. I ain't doing all that playing. I don't come from the ever with all that joking like that, man. Some of that joking in real life will get you broke up. But, social media got these Social media got people feeling like they safe, like they in a safe haven. Don't know social media be the reason why you be sitting up in the hospital fighting for your life. And when you sitting up in the hospital, just know that social media is gonna go on. It don't need you. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, it's gonna go on without you. So y'all keep thinking that social media gonna save you. Just know that when you laying somewhere in the hospital with your head bust wide open, your channel's gonna be sitting there collecting dust because you got to recover. You can't go live because you what you gonna do? Go live from the hospital with your head bust open? So just know that y'all better stop playing so damn much. Find something to do with your life. She turned from sweet to the worst person you'll ever. Yeah, I mean, just saying. People don't understand how real it can get out here. There's too many pranksters out here. And people need to be finding something to do with their life. How's it looking with your football team, Free?
Huh?
How's it looking with your football team, man? Anything? Any new news?
Yeah.
Good morning, Tay Tay. Look, I sent you something. I don't know how if how can I put this? Because no disrespect. I know you don't go live like that, so I don't know about anything going on your channel. But I sent you the credentials for the Ronda Rousey fight. It's not for the fight, it's
Oh,
actually for the press conference. I just seen that they doing the press conference April 15th. I was going to apply, but I said I ain't really doing no MMA. I ain't really doing all that. I can't anyway because I'm gonna have to work on that day. So I sent you the credentials. I don't know, Tay. It's up to you. I thought about you the first time I saw it. I know a lot of my other boxing guys, they might apply for it, but that's not something I'm interested in. But I did send it to you. I thought about you because you know MMA. So I said, let me send this to Tay. I think I just sent it to you either last night or this morning. I did it. No, it wasn't this morning. Last night I sent it to you, late last night.
uh, I'll see my Google Drive. I need to move this to my
Yeah, Ronda
Google.
Rousey coming back. I mean, you know, that wrestling money, whatever she made from that, I guess they didn't want her around too much longer. See, when dudes be talking about wrestling is fake, I said what's not fake about wrestling is that if you do not put asses in seats, if you're not doable, you're out of there. That's not fake. When they give you your walking papers, there ain't nothing fake about that shit. That shit just like any 9 to 5 job. If you can't do much for the company, they packing you up. Yeah, I sent it to you. Yeah, I sent it to you through Instagram. I'm not saying you're gonna go. I just thought about you and I sent it to you. Yeah, for real. It's just like any other 9 to 5 job in the world. I don't care if you work for security or what type of job, McDonald's, grocery store, just like any other job in the world. Job's a job. If you can't do nothing for us, we're gonna give you your walking papers. Telling you, it'd be real. And now wrestling is showing stuff that they wouldn't show 20 years ago where they going backstage and they talking to you about this and about that and how this works, how that works. And wrestling is deeper than just you seeing Vince McMahon. It's real deep. It's real deep because it's so many people in charge. Um, and yeah, man, if you don't do your part, yeah, your ass will definitely get the work or your walking papers. You see how they did your man R Truth. He told the story on Hot 97. No, not Hot 97. It was 105 that he told up here, and it's like, damn, they will fire your ass. So they will fire your ass. I'm telling you, it's real. Why y'all think when y'all see these fighters being let go from their promotional company a lot of times, and then after a while, you see them fighting on the promotional company your ass ain't never heard of, and then after that, you see them at a gas station holding up a damn sign talking about they broke. You're like, whoa, what the fuck happened to him?
What the fuck happened to you? Those ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck happened to you?
Like, I don't think people understand that, right? When you get the opportunity to get signed to a promotional company, something happens where you go to another one, but you shouldn't be doing so much moving around. So after a while, who's gonna want you? Now you go fighting for some low budget promotional company, and if you don't do well over there, because like I said, rather if a promote and let me not say low budget, let's just say that they're up and coming, and if you can't do anything for them, because they're trying to get their shit up and coming, just like Top Rank, just like Matchroom, Queensberry, Golden Boy, PBC. They all. Why would we take a chance on you? What can you do for us? So hey, like I tell y'all, it's deeper than what y'all think it is. When you watch wrestling, it's deeper than just saying your favorite wrestler. It's about trying to sell a story too. And if you can't sell a story, they don't want you, man. It's that simple. You're on the road 260 something days out of 365 days in a year. You can't sell a story. Your ass ain't what we got you here for. That's why you see a lot of guys not make it. Whatever happened to that guy? Yo, I used to like watching him wrestle. Shit, before you know it, his ass got his walking papers. Shit happens. Either you gonna quit or your ass gonna be let go. It's that simple. That's why it's good that we have this on this YouTube because guess what? The great thing about it, us being on there, who is going to fire us from here? I mean, YouTube can let you go and be like, yo, you can't put up another channel. Da, 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 da. That don't mean you stop being great. Just got to find somewhere else to go. A lot of people are starting to fade away from YouTube anyway. If you see a lot of content creators that you be like, I ain't seen them in a while, a lot of them have faded out from there. Not because they couldn't make it. For a lot of them, they couldn't take what's happening on here. So this YouTube shit ain't gonna be around probably forever, because eventually, you know, every time somebody steps down from YouTube, we get new goofies. Of course, RGM, hell yeah. Yeah. You're gonna be let go a couple times before you make it. You got to go through something to say you've been through something. Because if you ain't been through shit, it's kind of hard for you to, you know what I mean? So, which it's a good thing. They had
Oh, you want?
yeah, WCW. I remember that, RGM. Yeah, I remember that. His name was what was his name? Vinny. His name was Vinny. It was something on WCW. I remember that Stone Cold, Triple H, all of them all the asses came from there.
All right, there we go. We want to smoke.
Vay, you off today?
Yeah, she off today, but she ain't going live because she said she's been live every day since she's been off, and she's taking the day off.
Man, Vay, knock it off, yo. I don't want to hear that shit. Knock it off, Vay.
She said that
You
yesterday
think
on
you
her
just
live.
gonna
She said,
spit?
don't count on me going live. I've been live every day since I've been off. I need to take a break.
Knock it off, Vay. Okay?
Cutting
Knock it
trees
off.
off.
We don't want to hear that, Vay. Knock it off. And where Angie, man? Where's Razor? Where's
Angie was in here earlier.
I'm gonna start calling her. I'm gonna video chat her one day. I think she work in the morning though. I don't know if she work. I'm gonna video chat her one day. Yo, Angie, what the hell? What's going on?
She said I had to turn my requester down.
What the hell? Oh, requester? What the hell is she talking about? What the hell is she talking about, Free?
That might be some freaky shit. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Somebody keep calling your hotline bling phone? Is that what they doing, babe? She said, y'all getting addicted to my voice? Whoa, babe. Slow your roll, babe. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. No, she didn't. Man, I know she didn't just say that to us, Free.
Here we go with the super booty talk.
Super booty is crazy. Super booty is crazy. Every time I hear that shit, super booty is crazy. That's how you getting people, Vay? You getting them with the super booty? Super booty is crazy. That is crazy. Watch it. You understand, Vay? Don't be intimidating people with the super booty. Super booty, buddy. Super booty.
Voice
Nah,
and personality only.
nah, my voice and my personality only. Yeah, all right. Knock it off, Vay. You telling other people to cam up, Vay. Let me tell you something. Before 2026 is up, you gonna cam up. You gonna cam up before this year is up. You just don't know, Vay.
No, the hell I'm not.
Cause I don't know why she think it's safe, Free.
I don't know, nigga. We want the smoke.
Why you think it's safe, babe? Huh? You think it's safe, babe? It ain't safe for you. You gonna get the same treatment as everybody else. You gonna get this work. I guarantee you before 2027 come in, you gonna pop up on this live, babe. You gonna get this work just like everybody else. Uh-huh. It definitely ain't. I'm glad you know that. Cause you gonna get this work. Oh, you gonna get this work, babe. You gonna get it. We ain't playing with you no more.
Oh, shit, lift 'em up.
Me and D Free, we sick and tired of this.
Lift 'em up.
And we're not gonna keep doing this with you. You said what am I smacking on? I'm smacking on Mrs. Duck Dies. That's good. You can hear me? Can you see me though? Or why can't I see you? Huh? You can hear me. Knock it off, babe. Oh God. I got so much work to do.
Actually, right now, we can't see you, Clarence. We can't see you right now.
Oh, I apologize. Damn camera was stupid. God. I'm in here moving around and shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Dummy. I've been off this whole damn time. I'm in here moving around, that's why. Like an idiot. Cause I'm in here, like I said, I was I'll tell you what, when we gonna see you, Vay, because you gonna stop your shenanigans. I don't care what you say. Baby putting on the front, man. We gonna fix you though, Vay. We gonna get you right. We gonna get you right for the year 2026. Don't worry, we got you.
We want the smoke. So I gotta stop watching Wildin' Out. These niggas are stupid.
I stopped watching it. I stopped being interested in it. I don't know why.
Them niggas are stupid, dog. I bet you won't pull up. I bet you won't pull up. I said, Skirt! We here, bitch. We here,
It's, no, hell no. I'm gonna take it all down. They was coming to New York to do something. I don't know when though. I never
Yeah,
could catch them.
they came out here. They came out here and did a Wild 'N Out show.
They was coming out here to do something. I was like, I think they was coming to the Apollo or they was coming somewhere. Oh, DC's my favorite one out of all of them. DC Young Fly is my favorite one. I like when they had the security guards up there and they was roast the bodyguard when they had security up there and they was roasting them. I was like, yo, I'm done.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't.
You were like you hate the part.
Yo, he said, damn.
They call him Big Stomp. Let the shoe
Yeah.
tell it. He said, let the shoe answer. He wants the shoe and nothing but the shoe.
No, and they be trying not to laugh too. Them security niggas, they be trying their best not to laugh. They be fighting for their life up there.
They call him Big Stomp.
They be fighting for their life up there. I said, look at them. They trying their best not to laugh.
I had somebody say that the other day. They were like, you look like Chico Bean. I said, shut the hell up. He look like me.
Oh damn! Now he look like you, free.
I'm older. He's 22. I'm 25. I'm older.
Man, get out of here. You be on some bullshit, boy. Free, get your ass out of here with that. You know you capping. I don't think I would want to be 20 something again. Because if I did, boy, there's so many things I would do over. Jesus Christ. There's too many things I would do over. Things I would do over. Shit, man. Look.
I say, yeah, bitch. Chico Bean, 5 is DC, and Duck is Carlos. She said, I'm Chico. G5 is DC Young Fly, and Duck is Carlos. She called
Damn.
you Carlos.
I'm definitely not Carlos. I look much better than him. He just probably got way more money than me, though. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Nah, they all funny though, man. They all funny. I like them brothers. And they all came a long way, so I respect that. Well, y'all, this is the part where we have to say goodbye to all our good friends. Um, Gotta move on because I also got some other stuff I need to do. So before I go into my gig, appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the topics about, what we were talking about. Catch the replay. And not only catch the replay, but try to get a clear understanding of what we were saying. You know what I mean? Because we're always going to keep coming back with this Throwback Thursday. So, like it or not, it's part of history, and that's what we do. But I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you smash the like button. Be safe out there traveling to wherever y'all are going. Uh, be Make sure you protect your peace, space, surroundings. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. Thanks, Vay.